I wanted to do some same but different talks with you guys today on fractions. Let's get started with our first slide. Okay, so our first slide tells us 23 2/3. What's the same? What's different? I'm going to give you a little bit of think time. Okay, so I'm hoping you said they're the same because they both have the numbers 2 and 3, but you said that they are different because 23 is a whole number and 2/3 means that we have 2 of 3 parts of a whole. 2 is our numerator and 3 is our denominator, so that makes that different. Okay, let's look at our next slide. Okay, so in this slide, what's the same? What's different? What do you think? Okay, so you probably said they're the same because they both show half of the shape is green and half of the shape is blue, but they're different because the halves are different pieces. In the picture on the left, the half is a rectangle, and the picture on the right, the half is a triangle. Let's look at our next slide. Okay, what's the same and what's different in this slide? Okay, I hope you said that they are the same because they're both divided into 3 parts. But they're different because the picture on the right does not have equal parts, but the picture on the left does. So the picture on the left represents what fraction? 3/3, that's right, because it shows 3 equal parts. But the picture on the right, if we divided it, another part, that top, and split it into fourths, then we would have equal pieces. But right now it's not showing thirds because there are not 3 equal pieces. Okay, this one, what's the same? What's different? Okay, for what is the same, I hope you said that your denominator is the same. We're looking at thirds, meaning that there's 3 parts that make up the whole. But what's different is our numerator. The fraction on the left, we have 1 piece out of 3. And the fraction on the right, there's 2 pieces out of 3. Which one of those fractions would be greater, 1/3 or 2/3? 2/3, that's right, because we would have 2 of the pieces instead of 1. So 2 pieces of the third would be greater than 1 piece of the third. That's right. Okay, let's look at this one. 4/6 and 2/3. What's the same and what's different? This one might be a tricky one, okay? Because what's different is the numerators are different and the denominators are different. But if you take time and you draw a picture of this or chart them on 2 different number lines, you'll see that these are actually equivalent fractions. Pretty cool, right? Because both of these represent the same amount. They're equivalent or equal fractions.